Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Now we're live.
Is it
There.
live?
There's Mary.
Okay.
It says we're live.
Let me make sure it's muted when it comes up here. Yeah. There we go. All right. So we should be good now.
Okay, let's move on to director's fiscal officer's report.
Yeah, definitely not physical officer report. You'll see our December year-end statement there, and I'll try to go through this fast because I know we've got a lot to go through and we're already half hour in. So the PLF was under budget for the year by a little over 6,000, but it's only 1% under budget. So considering everything that went on this year, that's very good. And then overall revenues, we were 0.10% under budget on overall revenues. So we almost hit that mark, which I think is for 2020. So total revenues were 931,9876, and then total general fund expenses were 873,082.16, which gave us a net gain of 57,116.60. But that net gain is probably more like 150,000 when you add back in what we transferred out and into the other funds at the beginning of the year, that $95,000. So we did pretty well. Donations, I do have 3 donations. We counted the donation jar on December 30th, and that was $13 unrestricted. And then we received a unrestricted donation on January 14th from Gail Lee for $100 in memory of Howard Robertson. And then unrestricted donation jar again on January 21st of $35.72.
So I need a motion to accept the funds donated.
Linda, so moved.
Second,
Sussman will second.
thank you. All those, do we need a roll call, Jeff?
It's okay. We can, if anybody votes against it, we'll hear it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion's carried.
Okay, second page there. You'll just see our total December expenses were 87,872.16. I'll point out that the payroll was high in December of 72,104.10. That's because we had 3 pay periods, and then we also paid out that appreciation bonus to our employees, and then we also paid out vacation. Any extra vacation over a week that employees had, we paid out to them. On the third page, our fund balances, general funds 876,691.17, and then the building fund 274,784.69, major repair 113,125.86, technology 15,234.46, and then you'll see that we've spent all of our money in the technology fund, and that was the CARE Act dollars, so those were all spent by the end of the year. Total all funds 1,279,836.18. And their checking account balance was 40,546.66.
Okay, transfers.
So transfers, we did have one transfer. It was for $600 on December 30th. It does not need a board motion. It came from account 4,500 computer services to account interlibrary loan 4,600, and that was just to offset some money to pay our first quarter 2021 CLC transportation.
Okay. Next contract.
We do a contract every year with Pyrenex. In years past, we've bought 10 hours. This year is going to be a little different, and I upped that amount to 25 hours. And that could be about a really low amount for what they do for us. They charge new clients over $100 an hour. So since we've been with them for so long, that amount is less on an hourly rate. They did an update to our Wi-Fi so far this year. We will be replacing our server this year, and then we're going to have a transition with Scott retiring. With Scott retiring as network administrator later this year, that's going to take some time and effort to either promote within or find somebody outside. So I'd just like to have some additional hours for the year to be able to accommodate those changes.
All right, do I have a motion to accept this, this new contract and pay for it?
Sorry, Sussman will make the motion.
Duval will second. Okay. Both are getting the same robocall. My phone's ringing too.
The library calling all of us. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No, motion carries. Bills to be paid.
Down through here, Central Library Consortium, that's the first quarter payment to them. The Works, we're going to buy 2 more passes from the Works for $160. Those seem to be popular. I think there's really any other out of the ordinary. To Ohio Library Counselors, it's our institutional dues that we pay annually. So.
All right, we need a motion to pay the bills, which I've already signed the checks for, so please say yes.
So moved, Linda.
A second?
Second, Carolyn.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, let's move on to Mary. We got a circ report from the assistant director.
Hey, for December, our circulation is down 21%, but e-resources are up 127%. New patrons are down 60%. Reference questions are up 20%. Program attendance is down 3%. Internet use is down 85%. Wi-Fi use is down 27%. And for the year, we're only down 30%. And that's compared to 2019. And that's pretty good considering that we were only closed for 2 months and
Yeah.
pandemic, you know.
Yeah.
Right. Any questions for Mary?
Good job. Thank you, Mary.
Sorry.
Okay, let's move on to the old business.
Okay, so I don't really have an update for the modern library. We'll talk about that building under executive session. But I'll continue to keep that on there as we move forward. As far as modified services during COVID, we did reopen to the public on January 11th. So we were curbside up until that point and reopened on January 11th. We're still, have the hours of only being open till 8 on Mondays and then close at 6 Tuesday through Thursday. Friday and Saturday hours are the same. So the only hours we're really missing are the 6 to 8 slot Tuesday through Thursday. Seems to be going pretty well since we reopened. Still, traffic's still a little slow, but there are times when there's more people in there. So we're just chugging along.
Okay. New business. Now, I just want to mention something, Jeff. I feel a little uncomfortable doing staff evaluations open, but is that an issue?
No, it's so on these, it's just it's this approval of their evaluations like we've done in the past. Unless the unless the personnel committee sees any reason why we should go into executive session or just approve the evaluations as they've been presented. And they've both elected to take their step increase at this time.
I'll turn this over right now to anybody on that committee. And do you have any concerns you want us to go into executive session are we okay with just hearing the
I
recommendation?
had no concerns. I thought they were excellent.
Same here.
Likewise.
Right, well, wow, that's unanimous. So let's go ahead with the evaluations and
So just need a motion to approve. You can do it under one, approve of both evaluations and then approve their step increase.
so both Rita and Laura. Just here real quick, okay? So I'd like to get let's do them both together and let's get a motion to approve, accept,
So moved. Linda?
and second.
Kathy, second.
And all those in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries. Motions carry. Right. The federal elite contract, which we also have in the packet.
Yep. So nothing's changed on this contract. It's still the same amount that we've used them for in the past years. They come out and do our spring maintenance on the HVAC system in fall. It also includes them coming out and cleaning the inside filters that we have, the 27 different ones. They come out quarterly to do those.
Any discussion on this?
Hey, I'm sorry, guys. We're having a washer / flooding incident at our house, so I'm going to hop off here. And you guys have a great night. Thank you.
Good
Good
luck, Brian.
Bye,
Good
Brian.
night.
Never any fun. Wow.
Sussman will make the motion that we accept the federal elite contract as presented.
Do I have a second?
Carolyn will second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries. Draft permanent budget.
So the permanent budget will be something that needs to be approved by March 31st. So this is the first draft of it. As you'll see on the first page, that is not a typo. After we had our December meeting, the state came out and said, hey, the budget number for the PLF isn't 514,283. The budget number for the PLF is 586,635.
Wow.
So that was a significant change. With that being said, though, that's 14%. It is a state budget year, so we'll see what happens in July. But they're not projecting the revenues to decrease. I think they're projecting the revenues to continue to, if anything, stay the same, if not increase at this time. So that did change the budget from the temporary to the permanent, and then I put that money into various accounts, as you'll see. So on the payroll side, the second page there, clerical 1140, I did increase that by 10,000, and that is to account for a replacement for Beverly. If we do end up hiring another clerk this year, that would cover that. There's an increase to donated sick leave. So we have been paying out of donated sick leave if a employee is diagnosed with COVID. So instead of having the employee use their own sick leave, we've been paying for it out of the sick leave bank. So that is to account for any increase we may see this year. Hopefully not. And then accrued sick leave is what
Did we lose them?
We did.
He's thinking.
I thought he was thinking.
I wonder when he'll realize that we've lost him.
Oh, he's going
When
on
did I
and
lose you?
on.
Is he back? Egypt. Let me
There
text.
he is. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
there it is.
So when did I lose you?
You'd finished donating, you were heading to accrued sick leave.
Okay. So my kids are falling asleep over here in the corner. So accrued sick leave, we increased it to 15,000. We pay that out if somebody retires or leaves the library. they get a quarter of their sick leave paid. So with Scott leaving, I'm just anticipating that payout this year. So I increased that a little bit. The third page, supplies, just put a little bit extra money in supplies. Travel and meeting, not really anticipating any travel and meeting. Printing and publicity, I increased that a little bit more. With it being a levy year, we may be putting stuff out more often on Facebook, just putting informational stuff out in regards to the levy. So that might be money spent out of printing and publicity. Property maintenance in years past, it's been at 58,000. So I increased that back up to 55. So still a little short of what's been years past. Professional services, I increased that by another 10,000, anticipation of possibly hiring library design. We also, I was reminded by Kelly that this is an audit year. So we will have an audit expense. So we had to account for that as well. We put a little bit more money back into the books and AV material, computer services and periodicals and those types of things, and then furniture and equipment. And then contingency, I increased to 73,500. And that basically is the difference, a little bit more than the difference between the temporary and the permanent budget as far as state funding goes. So if the state funding goes, well, no, you're not going to get that $74,000 that we said you were going to get, we can just lop that 74,000 out of the contingency account.
Yeah, I think we have to plan for it not coming. We've got to plan for disappointment. So there we go.
Yeah. And then the technology, that budget is for replacing the server. Don't have a cost on that yet. The major repair permanent budget, that is for resurfacing our parking lot and restriping our parking lot. And then the design services under building design, that's if and when we go out and hire an architect for a building design this year. That would not necessarily be for library designs work, but for an architect's work.
But that was captured in another, further up, another item, line item.
The general fund.
Yeah.
Possibly, yes.
So at this time, I think we need to move into executive session. So I'll let you go ahead and do the roll call.
I need a motion to go into executive session.
So do I hear a
Sussman
motion?
will make the motion.
Sussman, and
Go to
second?
the- yeah.
Second?
I'll second. Gail Lee.
Okay, roll call vote, Duvall,
Aye.
Lee,
Aye.
Dalgarn,
Aye.
Rummel,
Aye.
Hayes,
Aye.
Sussman.
Aye.
Did I miss anybody? No, Brian left. Okay.